The time has finally come. It was finally time for me to finally get my hands on an MonsterArts figure. One that's been out of print for years, and I so regret not getting these sooner. But I managed to find it off eBay pre-owned for a decent price that didn't really break the bank too much. And now it's finally mine. I finally own the MonsterArts Space Godzilla. And hands down, Space Godzilla is my favorite Godzilla villain. Hands down. Now, I'm not here to talk about ball joint here, ball joint there, swivel joint there. Everybody else does that shit. I'm not doing it on my channel. I'm basically here to talk about this figure, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. So, let's begin first with the box. Set Space Godzilla aside. Here you have a very, very nice looking box. And all the MonsterArts, especially the first run, were very nice. The boxes were very nice. There you got the portrait of Space Godzilla's face. You got him on the side here with nice little holographic lettering. You got some poses here of Space Godzilla. The poster of the movie, which I absolutely think is one of the most underrated Godzilla movies. There you go. And there's the box. You got the nice little logo on top with the little crest. I love that picture of Space Godzilla. Now, set the box aside. Now, being a 90s kid and a Godzilla fan growing up, we in the States had the Trendmasters Godzilla Wars, Godzilla toys. And as we used to grow up, you know, they used to make these commercials for them. They were just really over the top, really ridiculous, really fun. And I remember them hyping the arrival of Space Godzilla, and they had that really sick graphic of both Godzilla and Space Godzilla with the red eyes. And it was really freaking creepy. And God, I just loved it. And then I finally got my hands on some Space Godzilla toys back then. I still have the large scale one with the glowing eyes and mouth. Unfortunately, it's in terrible shape. I might bring it out one day to make a video on it if you guys are interested. But that is what I grew up with. So the Space Godzilla had a hell of an impact for me as a kid because I thought he was just incredible. He's basically Godzilla, just overpowered and with crystals. And he's blue. So I love this so much. And I wanted to get it so badly back when it was first released back in 2011, 2012. Unfortunately, at the time, I just didn't make enough to really warrant such a purchase. It was very pricey, but now I do regret it because holy hell are they expensive now. And I just love the detail on his tail. And what I love about this figure is that the spines and the actual crystals on the shoulder, as well as the crest, it's made of a translucent material. And this just renders every other Space Godzilla figurine, every other Space Godzilla toy obsolete. Just look at the detail on the body. Just look at the eyes, the individual teeth, the tusk, the inside of the mouth. And I always loved the way Space Godzilla was formed. It was almost as if he was incomplete. If you take a look at it, you kind of see like the innards of his guts. I don't know, maybe it was the Trendmasters figure that had it, but the Trendmasters toy definitely had like intestinal shape. Like it looked like his guts were like ready to pop out, but they weren't. I always loved that about Space Godzilla. He just looked incomplete. The claws, the toes, the claws, you have like a purple blue gradient into the white going on. You got the underside of the tail, which is smooth, like a maroon color coming up through the underside up to his chest. Just love it. The little details, even like something like here for the articulation, little flaps of skin to cover it up. I'm having a hell of a time with this, and it makes me definitely regret not picking these up back then when I had the chance. Hopefully it's something I can rectify in the future, but God, they need to really re-release a lot of these because they're so expensive nowadays, and it's absolute murder. But I love this figure to death. And when I got him, he did have a weak head joint. Pops off really easily there, and pops off really easily here. So that's probably the two things that I dislike about this figure. It's unfortunate, but it's not uncommon with SH MonsterArts line. But I managed to just pop it right back in, hear the little pop, and everything worked out. So just, God, the presence. You can put this guy in so many poses, and it's just so phenomenal. Besides Space Godzilla, he also comes with his Corona Beam. I got lucky I got that. With a stand, and the base of the stand I'm a huge fan of. It's like just ground of Bass Island with some crystals popping out of it. And all you gotta do is just open his mouth and stick the Corona Beam right in there, and there you go. You can set it up as a nice diorama. It's pretty freaking sweet, and you can do a lot of sick poses with this. Now, unfortunately, being this is my only SH MonsterArts figure at this time, I only have a NECA 1994 Godzilla to use as a size comparison. As you can see, they both match up pretty well in scale, and Space Godzilla was always a little more hunched over with his crystals, shoulder crystals doing most of the height work. But I would say overall, this is a pretty decent comparison. Remember that scene where Godzilla's just like, "Come here, brother. I need your energy." And Space Godzilla's just like, "Ah, you son of a bitch. Get off me." I love that scene. Absolutely love it. So there you have it. My review for the SH MonsterArts Space Godzilla. Like I said before, I really do hope I'm able to get more of these in the future. They're so expensive though, but you know what? They're so worth it at the same time. Anybody has any suggestions as to which ones I should pick up and make a video on? I definitely want to get the GMK Godzilla, one of my favorite Godzillas. But I don't know. I definitely want Mecha Godzilla too as well. But it's so hard to come by and so expensive. So anybody has any suggestions, please do let me know in the comments. Have to make one more comparison, of course. My old co-star is Space Godzilla from Bandai Creations. As you can see, there is absolutely no comparison to be made. You need to be deleted from my collection. Delete! 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 Get out of here! You are obsolete! 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 Obsolete!